Hello YouTubers, my name is Captain Spider, and welcome to Review Time! Okay, I'm gonna make the intro for this, later on, but anyway, welcome to Review Time, where we review movies, TV shows, video games, and other shit that I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Anyway, welcome to Review Time. That took 26 seconds, wow. I'm here to review Night at the Museum 3. Fuck, what was it called? Night at the Museum 3, Secret of the Tomb, that's it. And I recently saw this movie, and I was like, I'm not worthy! I'm not worthy! It was a kick-ass movie, the plot was incredibly dynamic, it was just crazy, and I loved it so much. Ben Stiller did an amazing job, as always. Teddy Roosevelt, Robert Williams, why? Robert Williams did an amazing job. It was one of his last movies. He's got like 1 or 2 more movies that are coming out. Yes, for those of you who don't know, Robert Williams died like a while back. If you're just finding out now, then yeah, you're a little late, bruh. Cabreja, you're just a little late. Cabreja. Anyway, but the movie itself, though, it was full-on comedy. It wasn't like the second movie. It did not fall short. Personally, I thought this was the second best of the 3. The first one, obviously, was my favorite. But this one was a close second, and I say that only, it would have probably topped it, but there were a few other things that kind of got me a little mad, but I'll go into that later. Now, it's time for spoiler time. Come back when I do this. Okay, for those of you who are hardcore spoiler fans, who have seen the movie, or just don't really care, and they just want to watch the video, just to see, let me tell you about Night at the Museum 3. This movie kicks off with, firstly, Larry Daly, aka Ben Stiller, is going, and he's set up finally. Now humans in the world, everybody thinks that they're all animatronics, but we all know that the tablet of Akhman Ra brings everybody to life at night in the museum. And he kind of uses now he's using the tablet because they open the planetarium, so now the planetarium comes to life, so they're gonna set up a show. And this is like the opening of the planetarium. They do a show. They get Teddy Roosevelt coming out. Before the show starts, though, Akhman Ra comes in, and he's like, bro, this tablet's all corroding. And mind you, he was found 50 years ago in the tomb by Cecil, from the first movie, if you guys remember Cecil, that old guy that kind of screwed over Mr. Daly of Daily Devices. And basically what he did, they told him the end will come. So after everything that happens, and during the show, actually the tablet starts to corrode more, causing the show to become a disaster. All the people that are coming to life, they're like, oh, glitchy. They're like, I don't know you. Like, you got Robin Williams aiming a gun at Robin Williams. Rest in peace. He's aiming a gun at Larry. He's like, I don't know you. And they're all going insane. You got Dexter, you got the hunter going shooting everybody, lighting on fire. The animals come in. Rexy comes in. It's just a disaster. And then he comes to find out, oh, well, Cecil. He comes to find out from the people who kind of work in the museum and the library. They're like, oh, hey, Cecil was the one that digged up the tomb. He goes to talk to Cecil in the retirement home because they got out of prison. Well, they were released for good behavior, so they never really explained that to the original 3 goons from the first movie. Basically what they do is they go and say, Cecil goes and talks to them, and he's like, alright, so Akhman Ra's parents were sent to Britain, and Akhman Ra was sent to New York. So Larry's like, okay, if we're gonna fix this tablet, we gotta go to England. So he decides to, before England finds out that the director, Dr. McPhee, got fired from the job due to the whole show failure, they call up Britain, what's her face from Pitch Perfect. She was in the movie. I'm drawing a blank on her name, and I don't really want to remember her name because even though she was funny in this movie, Pitch Perfect just ends it for me. I think about that, I'm like, no, that's not for a choice for you spoilers to come back, mind you. That was just me putting out my hands. Ooh, that was weird. Anyway, so basically they get shipped. He lies, saying he's still director of the museum. They get shipped to England. You know, Larry and her have a little pep talk. Also, mind you, that they, you know, it's an overall funny thing that happens between them. They're like, oh, what's up? What's up? With your nightstick and your ninja swords, being a night guardsman in America, with your ninja swords, your flamethrowers, your whatever it was, and then basically she lets him in. Then all of a sudden he finds out, oh wait a minute, besides Achman Ra and the tablet, Theodore Roosevelt comes along. Williams, rest in peace. Sacagawea, Tilla the Hun, Dexter, and La. La is a new character that's a wax figure that looks like Ben Stiller. He's played by Ben Stiller, and there was a kind of a joke, and he thinks Larry is his da-da, da-da, la-la. It's La and Da. Like it's like Russian. It's like Russian. Da, comrades. Like he kind of leaves him there to kind of hold the door. But anyway, they come to life. You know, the museum, the British Smithsonian comes to life. They're walking through, and then they come across Sir Lancelot. He saves them from this like huge dinosaur thing. Oh, and Jedediah and Octavius come along too, with the crew. But anyway, basically what happens after that is, you know, they walk through the museum. They're seeing all kinds of interesting stuff. Lancelot believes he's the real Lancelot. That, oh, Guinevere, I love Guinevere, and I'm going to go find her and give her the Holy Grail. Not knowing he's just, you know, he's just a storyteller. Then they find the, they eventually find his parents. You know, there's a little couple fights. But a snake there uses the defibrillator to kind of knock out the snake of the, you know, the, like, I don't even know, the Chinese snake. They're kind of not coming, they're starting to lose their abilities because the tablet keeps corroding throughout the entire thing. It's basically to the point where it's almost dead. It's like maybe that much, I think that much percentage. If this was the whole thing, about like that's about what's left. Just about that much. And, you know, he knocks him out with the defibrillator, and then that's cool. Oh, and his son came along too, but it's not really important. Anyway, sorry, I got some spit. What happens after that is they go find his parents. They tell him the story of the tablet, how he wanted the gift of to be able to be with his family forever. So they created the tablet in order to grant this. So this tablet was powered by Ra, the moon, which kind of understands Achman Ra. But it's powered by the moon god of Egypt, and the moonlight is needed to fix the corrosion. Just as Larry puts up the tablet to be fixed, Lancelot steals it. They will have to go chase him down. They go into a painting. Robin Williams, he goes in, just kind of tries to help him, but he's kind of waxing up a little bit, like his arms, they can't move anymore. He's like, I can help you, but I don't have any arms, just go like, They kind of outsmart him for a little bit, but then it's they go into the funniest painting ever. It's that, like, I think it's MC Usher painting with the stairs. Going up the stairs and going down the stairs and going up the sideways stairs. Wow, that was a terrible Family Guy reference. And they try to outsmart him, kind of, but then they fail. Then, Lancelot goes to Camelot, which is a British play, actually, and lo and behold, the King Arthur was played by Hugh Jackman. And and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I thought that cameo was just awesome. I was like, and he even says, I'm Hugh Jackman. I'm Hugh Jackman. And I'm like, Hugh Jackman! They make a reference to Wolverine because, he gets all pissed at him. He's like, he's like, Lancelot's like, what are you doing? And the person playing Guinevere is like, he's doing his Wolverine thing. He's like, yeah, it's better if you're shirtless with the claws. And he interrupts, and he realizes all of a sudden, crap, I'm fake. I'm not real. There was no Guinevere. There was no King Arthur's mission of the Holy Grail. La 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 di da di da. And then he comes. Then Larry tracks him down. They all track him down. They get to him. He goes up on the roof. And then everybody, basically the tablet is near to no corrosion. You know, Lancelot's nose kind of melts a little bit. It's like, hey, you're not here. It's like, and he basically does, and he's trying to basically say, why do you need this tablet? It's just a tablet. He realizes then, as everybody starts to wax up, Dexter dies, kind of type of thing. Jedediah and Octavius, they all go. Then Teddy Roosevelt's been turned into wax. Damn it, Sacagawea is turned to wax yet again, and you know everybody's just turned to wax. And he realizes, wait a minute, this is about them. It was never about the tablet. He says exactly. Hands Larry the tablet, shines up to the moon just in time. Aquaman Ross just kind of like, whee! Moonlight powers activate. And then that's that. Then they go back to the museum. All the figures tell Larry that the tablet should remain in Britain with his parents, and Aquaman Ross should remain there as well. Then Larry's like, oh, how are you guys going to come to life then? It's like, it's okay. We're ready to give it up. Larry doesn't want to give it up, but he does eventually. And that's the most heartbreaking thing, is the fact that they can never come back to life because the tablet does remain in Britain. And after that, they get there, back to New York, in the Museum of Natural History. Throughout also this whole thing, also you see Law. He's kind of flirting with the girl from Pitch Perfect, holding her in. They kind of fall in love. They make out in the quick scene right before they leave, and basically after that, you know, you see Larry saying his final goodbyes to everybody. You know, you have him saying goodbye to Sacagawea, the Jedediah, Octavius, Dexter, the monkey. They make out, which I thought was the weirdest thing in the movie. They made out. They were like, and I was like, bestiality much, bruh? And then after that, you see, and it was the most heartbreaking scene in the movie, was when you see Larry talking to Theodore Roosevelt. He's saying his final goodbyes to him, and it was the most heartbreaking thing in the world, seeing that, because they know they can't come back to life anymore. Tilda Hun says goodbye to him, and you find out Tilda Hun could speak English, which was kind of ironic. But then it's just a heartbreaking moment, and I feel like I was about to cry. I was literally about to cry. I was like, no, Robert Williams. And the movie ends with Larry ending his job, takes the blame for Dr. McPhee. When the whole show at the beginning of the movie failed, he takes the blame and he gets fired. So McPhee gets his job back as director of the museum, and then you see the girl from Pitch Perfect come back with the tablet, and she's like, and then they're like a traveling British Smithsonian now. So now the tablet can bring everybody to life. He finds out Larry was telling the truth about the tablet because he tried to convince him at the beginning of the movie, but he didn't believe him. He thought he was like, oh, you're nuts. Damn it. Shut up, Larry. And, you know, it's this whole thing. He finds out. Everybody comes back to life again. Sacagawea, Theodore Roosevelt, reunite, and then you see Larry just sitting on the bench outside, watching as all of his old friends are coming back to life again for another night at the museum. Now for the review part of this segment. For those of you, welcome back to the non-spoiler part of the video. Overall, I thought this movie was extremely well done. The casting, again, was top-notch. My one problem, though, with this movie was that it kind of rebooted itself from the first movie, if you honestly look at it. Because immediately after I went to go see this movie, the next day I watched the first movie again. And I watched it, and I was kind of impressed with how much they kind of took from the first movie. What they did was, Random Kane, what they did, they kind of took the Rexy, they kind of retook him as like a Triceratops, and that was in the main museum. A little bit of spoilers coming your way, just a little bit, nothing too big. They rebooted that scene, where they're just sitting there trying to train him, and then no, he failed. You see the tablet, more of the origins of the tablet coming into play, like the tablet's powers itself. You see like the people, they're like kind of like unaware. Well, I can't really say they unaware. The only one that's unaware is Lancelot throughout the entire film. They took out one of the cool things about this movie, which was if you're outside after like after sunrise, then you turn to dust. And I thought that was kind of messed up that they got rid of that. And this movie took place in one night, just like the last movie as well. When in the first movie, it was 3 nights. So yeah, 3 nights, down to 1, down to 1. Which did kind of suck, but hey, what are you gonna do? It was only like a 2-hour movie. But yeah, that was. And also, what I didn't like about this movie was how they kind of made it so saddening. I mean, it was overall well because of Robin Williams, and Robin Williams is like a great actor. But it was so sad. I was like, why is this so sad? It's a comedy. No, no, no. Like they made it so sad how they made them. Spoiler alert: they lose the tablet. Kind of. Everybody's still alive, but still, corrosion's house. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, it was just so saddening. The feels in this movie were just incredible, and it lost its comedy essence, and I kind of didn't like that. But overall, though, the backstory of the tablet, the actual journey through the museum, the British Museum, everything was just really great, and the cast, the people in it, everything about it was just really great, and that's why I love this movie. That's why it's my second favorite movie, unlike Smithsonian, which is at the bottom, but that's a different debate for a different day. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this review time episode. We hope you guys did enjoy this episode. And as always, please leave us a like, comment on what movie, TV show, video game we should watch or play next, and review. And as always, share the video, and please leave us a subscription to the channel. We're always a growing channel, and we'd love to get a subscription from you. It's you. As always, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!